What's up guys, this is Jackie, your Nerdecrafter, and I have quite a bit of random stuff from yesterday's mystery box. I'm really nervous what I can come up with, especially these are materials I usually wouldn't put together, but we gotta do it. Before we begin, a shout out to, if you want a shout out in my next video, don't forget to hashtag Nerdification Squad in the comment section below in the first 30 minutes upon a video's upload. So I'll always be selecting someone from the first 30 minutes of each video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you become part of the Nerdy family and turn notifications on. The biggest challenge I had for this project is using the wood and bowl at the same time. But let's take a couple of seconds to appreciate how difficult Primo clay is to work with. What is this? This is baloney. Well, it's not really baloney, but you know what I mean. So let's prep our surface by making some scratches and adding some liquid Sculpey. Now, liquid Sculpey wasn't part of the package, but I actually technically need it, otherwise the pieces just won't stick together. So if I cheated, what you gonna do about it? Now bake this piece for 20 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit and make sure that your oven was not preheated. Normally I use Sophie and Toffee's Epoxy resin because it's pretty clear, but since the one I got for the challenge was the other brand, I have no choice but to go with it. For those of you new with resin, it's pretty much a liquid that hardens and kind of looks like water afterwards. Oh yeah, smexy resin. Look at that gooey goodness. Oh, that is so weird. Why does it come slinky style? Oh, whoops. Let me just cut what I need. Since the blocks of polymer clay that I got in the mystery box were small, I had to mix colors together to be a little innovative on how much I can actually use. So the bad part about this set of colors is you really only get one brown, and then ecru, which is kind of beige, doesn't really count because there's no in between. One thing about this clay set is that the clay is actually pretty shiny, so look at that pearly green, which I'm going to have to use as the grass. It's okay, I guess it's like sunshine on the grass. The reason we're putting white clay where the water is going to go is because that's definitely going to help make the blue pop out even more. I'm really curious to know, who is your favorite Ghibli character or movie and why? Let me know in the comment section below. morning. Now is the next day, because projects don't always just take one day, especially if you're working with resin. One of the hard parts about doing the environment inside the bowl is that the entrance is actually pretty narrow, so every time I was putting something inside, my hand was getting in the way, so the camera was just not positioned in the right place. So you get what you get. While making Totoro, I decided to make him actually pretty chibi, but if you want to make him detailed, you can go ahead and do that. The idea behind giving Totoro a fishing rod is because I was still debating what to do with the bowl. So I told Pat that I was going to make a kind of water environment, and then he said, why don't you make a waterfall coming out of it? So that idea is purely his idea. So I figured if I'm going to make a water environment on top, why not have Totoro hold a fishing rod so that he can fish from the top part on a log? So yeah, I figured that would be kind of cool to let you guys know that the waterfall that you guys will see later on is fully Pat's idea. And by the way, I did bake the Totoro and the log together. That way it's easier to put and it doesn't cave in into the water. Now you're going to bake the whole piece for 30 minutes at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure the oven was not preheated and only start the timer of 30 minutes once it's reached its temperature. Some people tell me that their resin is still tacky even after a day, and my solution to that is before you pour it, you need to stir the sugar snaps out of it. So keep stirring, stir. I stir for at least, I would say 4 minutes. So, and if that doesn't work, that probably means that the ratio was either not right, or maybe your place is a little too humid or cold. Those are factors. For the waterfall, all I did was take a piece of Ziploc and glue it with a glue gun right at the tip of that jar. Now you're going to place your resin and make sure that it's left to be thick enough. So I stirred my resin and then left it for about half an hour until it became pretty gooey, and then placed it all over the bottom. And here you have it, your very own Ghibli-inspired environment. Let me know, do you think I did well? Should I have done something else? Do you think I could have incorporated the wires in a better way? Let me know in the comment section below. I have to admit that the wire was pretty much the difficult part of this challenge because it was kind of not too sturdy, so it was kind of flimsy. All done! Oh my god! I really didn't anticipate going in that direction. I honestly thought I was going to go with Pokemon, but there was just something tempting about the moss and a forest theme, so I thought, what else went with a forest theme? And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with this. If you have suggestions for future geeky tutorials, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until then, I will see you in the next video.